Hello, this is Beth with Salida Circus. I'm here with another balloon tutorial for you. Today we're going to do things a little different and do balloon decor. So this is a tabletop centerpiece that can go for your table, and this one's a happy birthday centerpiece. But we can do whatever we want today, celebrate any occasion or just every day. This one has a heart design that I found at the dollar store, a heart-shaped balloon. So for the tabletop tutorial, you're going to need 4 smaller round balloons. I prefer the 5-inch size, or these are 4-inch water balloons that I found at the dollar store. You can use bigger ones if you want. I'll show you what that's like if you don't have the smaller ones. So you need 4 of those for the base, and then you need 1 for the centerpiece. This can be a plain balloon that you're going to draw a design on, or it can be a balloon that already has a printed design or a special shape like the heart. So for that one, and then you need a marker if you're going to draw on your balloon, a Sharpie, and the balloon pump is preferable, but because we're using all round balloons and no 260s in this design, you can blow it up without the balloon pump. So I'm going to start by showing you quickly the design, and then we'll do it nice and slow together. So I picked out these 4. I have 2 orange and 2 yellow. I'm going to blow up the orange ones first and start on my base. I want it nice and round, not an egg shape. If you blow it up all the way, it's an oval kind of egg shape. So I'm going to let some of the air out and make it round instead. So that looks round to me. I think that's a good shape for my base, and I'm going to tie that in a knot. It's definitely not inflated all the way. So I'm going to do my other orange one. I think it makes a nice pattern to do 2 of each color, but you can do whatever you like. I'm going to measure it against this orange one and see if they're the same size. And the one I'm blowing up is actually too small, so I need to add more air. I'm going to let a little air out. Oh, it's too small again. I have to try again. Okay, and you'll see this, it kind of goes this way a little bit. I'm going to squish it to make it a little rounder. And I'm going to let out air until it's the same size as the pear. I'm going to tie this one in a knot. And then I'm going to tie the 2 together. So I have 2 orange ones together. I'm going to do the same with the yellow. I'm going to measure the size of the yellow against the orange so it's even, so that my stand has 4 legs and all 4 legs are the same size. I'm going to blow up the last yellow balloon, and I'm going to measure it against the orange balloon, not the yellow balloon, so that it's as much the same size as all the others. If I measured it against the new balloon, I could progressively get smaller and smaller, or progressively get bigger and bigger, and then I'd have a lopsided balloon stand. So I have my 2 yellow balloons that I'm going to tie together. So I have a yellow set of 2 and an orange set of 2. I'm going to twist these 2 together, and that makes my stand. For my design, I like them crisscrossed. You could instead choose to do it this way, but I'm going to do this way today. Now I have a big purple balloon for my centerpiece. I'm going to blow that one up. And I want it pretty full, but not too full so that it's danger of popping. So it has a little bit of space in there. I'm going to tie it in a knot and twist it into the base. So now I can draw my decoration on it. Today I'm just going to do a smiley face. I have a blue marker. Let's see if the blue marker works on top of the purple. So we're going to draw one eye. Oh, the blue looks good. Make sure it's nice and even. And the other eye. And I'm feeling colorful, so we'll do a different color for the mouth. How about orange? Because I don't have a red. We'll do orange for the mouth. Woo! That happens sometimes. So we'll be careful. Let's get another balloon. Did that scare any of you? Okay, so this time I'm going to do a pink balloon. And I'm going to put a little less air this time in case the problem was that I had too much air. Sometimes balloons just pop, sometimes it's because you have too much air. They're definitely more likely to pop while you're drawing on them if they have too much air. So we have our pink balloon attached, and let's try this again. We'll do one eye. And the other eye. And I want to make sure they're the same size. It looks like this one I just made is a little bigger than the other one. So I'm just going to add to this one to even it out. Okay, and now we're going to add the orange smiley face. I'm a little nervous. I'll make it thick so you can see it. And there's our smiley face balloon stand. So now I have my centerpiece. Just turn them that way. And if you can get your supplies, we'll make one slower together. So we have our 4 smaller balloons. This time I didn't have small balloons, so I'm going to make it with bigger balloons. That way if you have bigger balloons, you can see how that goes. I have them of 4 different colors. So if you want a specific design, like this one, just make sure you use your first 2 colors together. So this is my larger balloon. I'm only going to blow it up a little bit so that it's about the size of the balloons I used for my balloon stand. That's maybe 3 inches across. So I have one balloon. I'm going to tie it in a knot and put it to the side. And now I have my second balloon. If you have 2 balloons that you're doing in a pattern that are the same color, you can use the 2 balloons that are the same color right now. You blow that one up, we're going to measure it against the orange balloon, which is our first balloon. It looks like, oh, we need a little more air. I let out too much. So let's measure them together. Let a little out, and that's about right. It doesn't have to be exact. So now I have 2 balloons. I have my orange and my blue for the base. I'm going to make the yellow one now. Are you on your 3rd balloon? If you need to pause it, you can pause it to keep up. Don't worry too much if they're not exactly the same size. I dropped my orange balloon. I want to measure the 2nd balloon off the 1st balloon. Or this is the 3rd balloon. And put that one aside. And now my last balloon, the green balloon, we're going to blow that one up and measure it against the orange balloon and tie it in a knot. So now we have 4 balloons. The first 2 that we had were the orange and the blue. We're going to tie them together. The way you're going to do that is you're going to put the orange and the blue side by side, then crisscross them and pull the nozzles apart so that the side that the blue balloon is on has the orange nozzle and the side that the orange balloon is on has the blue nozzle. You're going to twist. I'm right-handed, so I like to twist the one that's in my right hand. That's the blue balloon here. So I'm going to twist that one under the balloon. And let's twist it a second time just to be safe, but you really only need to twist it once. And then we're going to tie it in a knot on top. So if you need to see that again, I'm going to show you on the second one. These two are nice and attached. So you take your two balloons, you're going to crisscross them. So I have the nozzle of the yellow in one hand and the nozzle of the green in the other hand. I'm going to switch the balloons but keep the nozzles in the hand so there's a crisscross. And then I'm going to take the one in my dominant hand, that's my right hand, and twist it under 2 times. I still have the yellow on this side and the green on the other side, and now I'm going to tie it in a knot. And I test it to make sure it's nice and secure. If you need to pause it to catch up, you can do that again now. Now we have our 2 pairs, and we're going to twist them together. So I'm going to take one pair, the other pair I'm going to crisscross it like this. I'm going to push it through, and then I'm going to pick out any 2 balloons from the opposite partners. So I can take the green and the orange, or the green and the blue, and I'm going to twist them once, twice, 3 times to make sure it's secure. And you can go ahead and put this to the side. So now you have a diamond. And now you're going to blow up your big balloon. This time I have a polka dot balloon that I don't need to color on. And you're going to blow this one up. This one is a 12-inch balloon, so it takes a lot of puffs to blow this one up. And I'm going to let a little air out so it doesn't pop, and tie it in a knot. So now you're going to take your 4 and your 1 big one. You're going to hold your big one by the nozzle and line it up, line the nozzle up to the middle here. So we're going to wrap the nozzle into the center of the balloon. I'm going to pull it into the center and then wrap it around one of these. So I'm wrapping it around the yellow one for now. And do a couple of wraps, 2 or 3 wraps to make sure it's secure. And then you have your balloon stand. Now if you set this on a table and it doesn't sit flat, it could be because your balloons around here are lopsided, that they're different sizes. Or it could be that you just need to straighten them out to make it stand better. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I look forward to seeing what designs you guys come up with. You can reach me at my email here. I hope to see some cool designs. Thank you guys.